Here's an AMI This Week shortcut.
I'm Mark DeMontis. I'm a member of Canada's national blind hockey team. I'm a forward, classified as a B2.
Mark's passion for hockey has been lifelong.
Yeah, like many Canadians, I grew up playing the game. Ever since I was 4 years old, I set myself up for a dream of one day wanting to play in the NHL. And it wasn't until I was 17 when I was, randomly diagnosed with a rare eye condition, LHON, or Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy. Within 6 months, I lost about 95% of my sight, and I discovered blind hockey, and that really put me on a new journey in life and wanting to not only keep playing the game I love after I lost my sight, but wanting to also start programs for boys and girls, youth and adults across the country who are also blind and partially sighted to play our nation's game.
For Mark, discovering and getting involved with blind hockey has had a positive impact on his life.
Losing my chance to play NCAA hockey was really tough on me, my family, my friends. And then, shortly after losing my driver's license, it felt like I was just constantly losing things. And I think when I discovered blind hockey, aside from obviously the puck being different, it still gave me that sense of belonging and team, and something that, as someone growing up playing the game, you become so much a part of your life. The bond you have with your teammates. And so for me, it was a tough transition because of what I had lost, but I think because of what I had ultimately found, it turned out to really, give me some new great role models and mentors and people who had lost their sight. And, I really needed that at that point, and I think forever grateful.
To help the sport he loved, Mark inline skated across the country to raise funds and founded the organization that would eventually become Canadian Blind Hockey. Executive Director Matt Moreau marvels at the growth over the past 10 years.
We've now got 14 programs coast to coast. Our events have all age programming from as young as 3 years old to as old as 83. We've got recreational level programs. We've got competitive programs. There's the Canadian national blind hockey team. And this Canadian invented parasport has even grown beyond our borders. There's now about 20 programs in the United States. There are 6 programs in Russia. Sweden has started a program. Finland has started a program. There's Blind Ice Hockey UK. I expect at the 2022 Canadian National Blind Hockey Tournament that we may actually see representatives from 6 or more countries.
Commemorating the 10th anniversary of Mark's initial inline skate, Canadian Blind Hockey is holding a fundraiser called Courage 21. 4 players and 4 guides skating 1,000 kilometers from Windsor to Ottawa, kicking off on September 1st.
So I think it's only fitting that 10 years later, we're celebrating all this tremendous growth. And it's not just Mark coming this time. This time he's bringing teammates.
One of those teammates is Kelly Cerbu, captain of the National Blind Hockey Team and president of Canadian Blind Hockey.
I don't think it's truly set in as to what I agreed to do, because it is a long journey. I mean, you break it down, it's 25 kilometers per skater. Barring injuries, we will all, skate equal portions, but it's a team event. So, we may have to pick up each kilometers for teammates depending on how they may feel along the way. And it's a 10-day, it's going to be grueling, make no doubt about it. It's going to be tough. And I signed up for it because I want the challenge. I like the challenge, and that's why we're doing it to show, not just, I think, ourselves, quite frankly, but other visually impaired and blind athletes out there, no matter what their age, that regardless of what you're dealing with, whatever obstacles you have to overcome, that you can do it.
Ultimately, Mark shares why Canadian blind hockey programs are so important.
We put on these programs across the country, partially to give people the opportunity to try blind hockey and get the chance to learn to skate. But there's something just way more important than doing that. The sense of belonging, being part of a team, having a jersey. These are the very same things that a number of us grew up having the opportunity, the chance to be a part of. And it's far more than just scoring goals, and it's far more than just, winning medals. It's about the fact that I think the impression and the impact we have on young people today who have disabilities, in particular those who are blind and partially sighted, to stay healthy and stay active,